Alright guys, welcome to another episode. On today's episode, we're gonna compare the Sennheisers XSW-Ds versus the Rode Wireless Go 2s. We did a few different comparisons. We compared this with the lab mic because it's the only setup you can do, versus this with the internal microphone. We also tried it with another lab mic, the same one as this one, that is the ME2 version 2. We compare the wireless transmission to a Zoom F6, and we also tried out the internal recording to see if it's real 32-bit or not versus the real 32-bit of the Zoom F6. So yeah, I'm just gonna show you the full test I've done so you can get your own conclusions. And yeah, I'm just gonna share you a few tips I wrote down about what I saw on the editing to see what you can expect or what can you see on that test. So first thing I noticed during the wireless transmission, I think the Sennheiser is better at closer distance, but for farther distance the Rode performed way better. And also the Sennheiser, when it dropped dead, like for a few long seconds, where the Rode comes and goes constantly, so it's far more usable than Sennheiser for long distances. Also, what I noticed, when you use a lab mic, even if they're at the same height from the mouth, you should need to set your gain higher, because with the lab mic the gain is way lower than the internal mic. So yeah. The max range I tested was 300 feet around, and the Rode performed really great versus the Sennheiser, which has had a lot of dropouts along the way. As you can see on my test, I don't know fit distance, so I marked it up on the video, and that I wrote it down how far I really was from the camera. And also, as you saw, I did a live stream with this dongle. So this is a HDMI wireless encoder. With this you can live stream to YouTube, Facebook, and I think some other platform. You only need some sort of power through USB-C, so I use the same MPS battery I use for my Blackmagic. I just take power out of it to this. And you need something to give Wi-Fi to it. You can use your phone as hotspot or use a venue Wi-Fi. You can choose the live stream quality. I've set it too low just to test how it performed. You can see that live stream on the link. I'm gonna leave it in the description so you can test the quality of it. But I think it's great. I gotta do more testings. I've done a few, but I gotta do more testings on the high quality just to see if I can fully replace my computer for wedding live streams. I usually have it as a backup just in case my computer is having some issues or so. I know I can use this as a backup, but it would be nice if I could 100% rely on this. So yeah, I just wanted to share with you my thoughts about this comparison. I think that the Sennheiser with the Zoom F6 is far more reliable for like weddings or so, where you're not gonna do long distances. The quality is gonna be way better because it's real 32-bit versus this. But I love this. It's a compact setup. It has internal recording just in case the wireless transmission drop out. So yeah, I think you should get your own conclusions. Definitely check the full test so you can make up your mind on how this performs. Alright, I hope you found this helpful, and aloha. Alright, I think we might be live. I'm gonna film this first. So alright, this is my setup. I'm just plugging in the Rode to the Zoom F6 for now, just for this test. If not, I would send it directly into the camera. And then I have the Sennheisers to the zoom, and from the zoom output to the camera input. This is for the live stream. Then I have this tiny dongle. This is for live stream. I think that blinking light means that we are live, so I'm gonna check that once I get home, because I just wanted to test this small setup without a computer to see if it works off or it doesn't. And I'm gonna do some audio tests right now. Uh, all right, now I'm testing both audio side by side. I have the Rode with the internal mic with the windscreen on. Then I have the Sennheiser with the lab mic, with the M-Key E03 lab mic. And I have a Rode with the same mic, with the M-Key 2 mic too. So I want to compare both sets. I want to see how well it sounds with the internal mic and how well it sounds with the lab mic. I'm doing this test here. I'm doing this test here in the wind, in the beach, in a windy beach. So I want to see like the noise from the wind itself. Right now I'm facing towards the wind, so it should be loud. And I want to see also the background noise from the ocean, the waves crashing and that, because I do a lot of beach elements. So I wanted to test this in a real scenario for me. All right, I want to see how the different changes if I'm facing backwards to the wind. I'm supposedly to be protecting. Oop, I lost one. I'm supposed to be protecting right now the mics from the wind, so it should be better quality. We're gonna see that. But I'm also having the Rode on my right pocket, so maybe there's some interference, some dropouts. I want to test that too. Let's see what happens if I put it on my back left pocket. Let's see if that changes anything. All right. Now the Rode is on my back left pocket, so near to the camera. We'll see if that helps or that doesn't. All right, I wanted to test this out, see how it's working. I'm also sending the signal to the Zoom F6 to compare the real 32-bit versus the fake 32-bit that Rode is like promoting. I wanna do some loud tests. Let's see how that worked. If it peaked or not. I was screaming. I wanna do some loud tests. 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 We'll see how that goes. Now I'm gonna do some range tests. We'll see how far it works with the Rode versus the Sennheisers. All right now I'm probably like maybe 30 feet from the camera. I'm gonna back up and compare that. All right, so I'm backing up. I'm with a 35 mil on the camera, in case you know how that looks and how far I am. I'm probably 100 feet right now. Let's go back up. I'm giving the back to the camera to see if there's some dropouts. I'm still talking. I just want to compare the Sennheisers to the Rodes to see if this works for my setup. All right, I'm probably 200 feet from the camera. We'll see how that works. I'm keeping my back to the camera, walking away from it. Let's see if there's some dropouts. My main, because I have some live stream I was doing with them, so I wanted to give it another try and see how that works. All right, probably 300 feet or more from the camera. I don't think you'll ever use this much distance, but yeah, I just wanted to still try it, see how that works. Uh, I wanted to try the range test. I wanted to see how the noise works, the background noise, how it works with wind, and yeah, I hope this is useful. I hope it'll help some of you, and we'll see how that goes. Uh, all right. Uh, let's see if I can back up even more and still works, and give my back to the camera. All right. Yeah, so maybe I'm probably 400 feet. I don't even know if I'm in frame. I don't think so. But yeah, 400 feet and coming back right now. The wind is really strong. So if this works against the wind, yeah, I'm guessing that it's a pretty dope setup. But it's really strong wind. Let's see if I cover the mics. All right, I'm protecting the mics from the wind with my hat. Uh, I want to see the audio like with some wind protection. Uh, let's see, I want to test the audio with some wind protection. I usually put my lav mics behind their suits, behind the groom's coats and suits. So it's usually have some protection against the wind. So we'll see if that works or no. All right, I hope you found this helpful, and let me know if you got more questions.